Howdy ho friends, it's Michelle with a special edition of the weekly Meltdown for you, featuring the holiday bricks. I have had a chance to melt these in two different areas of my home and am ready to give you my thoughts. And I'll be honest, I was very surprised at all of these. We'll kind of talk about them one at a time, but on reading what was coming and the scent notes of what to expect, I kind of had my sight like not expecting very much. Sorry, Scentsy. But I'm very surprised with almost all of these. I mean, the catalog scent, Icicles and Evergreen, not exactly surprised because we have it in the catalog already. Let's just jump in with this one, I guess, since I held it up. Icicles and Evergreen is cool blue eucalyptus and pine needle iced with crystallized sugar. So it does say that this, because this was a scent of the month last year, November, December, somewhere in there, we have top, mid, and base notes. The top notes are blue eucalyptus, fresh clove, and pine needle. Mid notes, crisp apple, watery peach, and pear blossom. Base notes of white birch, cinnamon bark, and crystallized sugar. So, I get eucalyptus and sugar and pine. And you will see I have not melted the brick. I've melted this in bar form. So, I did cut my little slices out, but did not end up using this. I had a bar to use anyway. So this is a great performer. I will say medium to strong. Of course, if you're not a tree scent person, you're gonna think this is super strong probably. That's just how any scent is. I get eucalyptus, pine, sugar. Now, the other notes, clove, I can see where that's in there, but the other scents are so strong. I don't necessarily get clove. Apple, peach, and pear blossom, that could lend kind of, I guess, to that fresh eucalyptus scent that I'm feeling, or that I'm getting, with the sweetness from the sugar. I think all of that's kind of blending to give it a little sweetness and freshness beyond just the eucalyptus. But yeah, ultimately, I mean, this is a pine and eucalyptus sweet scent, right? Great performer for me. I guess I should say good performer. It doesn't knock me out of the house. My neighbors probably can't smell it, you know, but it's a good performer. And who was it? I think Linda H here on YouTube was talking about, you know, why do we have a catalog scent in brick form? And I completely agree. You would think that that would reduce the sale numbers of that Scentsy bar, first of all, and why not give us, like she mentioned, a retired scent that everyone loves? You know, not everyone, you can't please everyone, but you know what I mean. A retired scent, Christmas scent, that was a popular scent. Why can't we get something that was retired in a brick? Rather than something that's already available. It doesn't make this one very exciting, right? Okay. On to the other kind of tree scent, Winter's Eve. This is a crisp evergreen forest filled with winter white cedar and brightened by sparkling bergamot. So, I personally think this was like medium to maybe even slightly a light scent. On cold, I really get that cedar in here. And was kind of excited to get that warm, and I did, and to me, warm, the cologne note that I get on cold kind of softened, I guess. I got more cedar than the cologne type note when it was warm. But again, it was on the lighter side. So, you know, it's kind of hard to say. Again, let's see. In my living room, which I normally do 2 cubes in 4 warmers, so a full bar of wax in the living room, I did 2 cubes in 3 warmers, thinking it was going to be like knock me out of the house. And that was kind of light and didn't last more than a day. So next time I will do my normal, you know, volume of 2 cubes and 4 warmers and see if it lasts a little longer. However, I also did 2 cubes. I know some of you ask, like, what warmers? So back up a little bit. The warmers in the living room right now are the warmer of the month for this month, the Tiger Eye Pumpkin. So that's a 25 watt, I think, glass warmer. I have the 25 watt Alabaster warmer, which is ceramic. That one performs well. I have the 20, I think it might be a 20 watt, the Enchanted Pumpkin from the last 2 years. I think that's a 20 watt. And then the other pumpkin from last year, the Mosaic Pumpkin, I think that's a 25 watt. Anyway, they're all decent performing warmers. I'm not counting mini warmers here. I don't use mini warmers actually. Anyway, so in my laundry room, I also used 2 cubes worth. I guess I should have explained that too. On average, each cube is worth 4 cubes of a normal bar. Keep in mind, these are bigger, so that's probably more than a little over 4 cubes, and like, you know, the smaller ones are going to be less, under 4 cubes, but on average 4 cubes. So when I'm saying 2 cubes in this warmer, 2 cubes in that, it's half a cube. Okay, so laundry room we go. Very small laundry room. I mean, it is washer, dryer, hot water heater, and then one like pantry area. That's it. It's not big, you know. And I have the succulent warmer in there, and it does very well in that room because there's not a ton of airflow really in there. Anyway, so after the living room didn't do so well, I put it in there, and it did do a little better. It wasn't like super cologne to me, if at all, just a smidge maybe cologne from that cedar note. But overall, I like it. I wish I could smell more, but I am a tree scent lover generally. The bergamot, I think that's lending to the cologne note, really, honestly. But I get cedar first, and then the evergreen, I think, and then the bergamot. So take that what you will. I did enjoy it. Actually warm more than I thought I would. So I will definitely enjoy what is left here. And who knows? Maybe I'll love it by the end of the brick. I don't know. But I did enjoy it. So I will enjoy the rest of the brick. And by the way, I forgot to mention in my last video when I talked about the bricks as a haul, I'm able to get these as a consultant early. These are actually going to be available to the general public on October 17th. And they're going to be $24 a piece, or you can buy a bundle of 2 bricks for $40. So that makes them $20 each. A great deal if, you know, you got 2 of them you're looking at, or even if you know you're going to love one, get 2 of the same one, right? Okay, next, because this is the order they're stacked in for some reason, caramel chestnut. This is Silky Caramel and Vanilla Cozy Up to Warm Chestnut. This is an amazing scent. I think a lot of us are surprised at how good this scent is, even on cold sniff, but warming it, anytime I see caramel, I'm like, ugh, here we go, another scent that I'm gonna smell for 2 weeks after I've warmed it. That is not this scent. The caramel just sweetens up that nice, creamy chestnut, even like a roasted chestnut. And I didn't get the roasted part on cold personally. I know some people are, but I did. I may have on the bottom actually. I don't remember. Anyway, but I did definitely get the roasted part of it when it was warm. But if caramel is a scent you usually stay away from, do not let it scare you away from this one. It just sweetens up that chestnut note. And someone, I wish I wrote it down, but someone in the in my haul video asked if it was like Love and Happiness, and actually I think it is. The component in Love and Happiness that is that, is it a chestnut note? That's a nut note. Whoop, hey. I'm about to look real quick. Yeah. Love and Happiness says glazed chestnut. I really do. It's that same chestnut note from that, because that is the scent I got the most of in Love and Happiness, but wanted something else. So I didn't really like Love and Happiness, but here, just that chestnut component with the sweetness from that caramel. Not an ooey gooey sticky sweetness, but just a little sweetness to the chestnut. And like roasted. It's a beautiful scent. And medium performer. I warmed it in this room, average size bedroom, with, you know, I didn't write down the cubes. I'm trying to remember. I just warmed it in this bedroom actually. And I put a cube, 1 full brick cube. So basically 4 cubes worth. I did 2 in the, oh gosh, what is it called? I would pick it up, but it has wax in it. The cauldron that has Maleficent and Ursula and the Evil Queen, I think. It was out a couple years ago. So 2 cubes in that one, and 2 cubes in, you can't see it, the 25 watt Peter Pan warmer that was out several years ago now. Anyway, decent performing warmers. And the scent lasted for 4 days. 4 full days. And it was a good, decent, noticeable scent. And, you know, day 1, I would have maybe even considered that on the stronger side. And then the other days, it was kind of just smooth. Excuse me. A smooth, very noticeable scent, but not one that was like, oh, that's too much. I promise that's not what's happening right now. I don't know what's in here, but I can't even smell it, if that tells you anything. We maybe, yeah, we'll get to that later. Anyway, great scent. Even if you don't love caramel, give it a shot. I think you're gonna like it. All right. I'm switching the order on how these are stacked. Next, we're gonna go Frosted Petals. Snowberry and White Currant Wreath, White Currant Wreath, Jingle Bell Orchid, frosted with sheer musk. So apparently, Jingle Bell Orchid is a real orchid. I was kind of hesitant about this scent because it's a floral, you know. But this is a beautiful, beautiful floral. It is not powdery to my nose. It is like an orchid would be, kind of in any other scent. Kind of just that pretty, light, feminine scent. Not powdery, not heady. To me, this is almost like a baby scent. And the baby scent you would buy in lotion or something somewhere to me. It did perform well in the living room, but there I learned my lesson with the other one, with the Winter's Eve, and I went ahead and filled 4 warmers like I normally would with 2 cubes worth of wax in each one. And it did average, I would say, for that space and that amount of wax and those warmers and that type of thing. I smelled it. It wasn't like choking me out. It wasn't burning my eyes. It was beautiful. It was noticeable and there, but not overwhelming. And I kind of want to compare it, not that it's like it, but I kind of want to compare it to like the 100 Acre Wood scent, in that it's like that almost baby scent. Not that the actual scent is like 100 Acre Wood. Don't mean that. Suzanne, in her channel, the Suzanne Scented World, I think, she compared this to Lush, something at Lush, and I can definitely see that. I've only been in a Lush store, I think, once ever. And I kind of feel like that's how it smelled. You know, it kind of had a floralness, but it wasn't like powdery and overwhelming. It was just this smell that was good and fresh and a little sweet and a little floral and kind of, you know, maybe even a little calming in a way. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching there, but yeah, I like it, and I'm very surprised. I know some have said that it's super strong and knocked them out of the house. That's not my experience with it. So keep in mind everything I'm saying. Your house, your nose, your warmers, your scent preferences can be very different from all of my, you know, perception of it. So let's move on to the last one, Maraschino Sugar Cookie. This is the one everyone was looking forward to because Scentsy snuck that little bar in that whiff box last year and then did not give us a way to put it in club. So they're making up for it. They gave us a whole brick. This is sugar cookie dough baked with vanilla and drizzled in a sweet maraschino cherry glaze. So with cherry, I always wonder, is it going to be like that medicinal cherry, like when you're a kid and you have to take the cherry, or even when you're an adult and you have to drink that cherry liquid sometimes for cough medicine or whatever. This is not that. It kind of comes off as fake to me on cold, but warm, it's delicious. I mean, that cherry blends with that sugar cookie perfectly. It does not come off like plasticky or fake or like medicinal in any way. It's a sugar cookie with cherry, like real cherry. I would say about 50-50 of the sugar cookie and cherry. And you know, if you've watched any of my videos before, I have trouble smelling sugar cookie, the actual scent alone, sugar cookie and vanilla bean buttercream, and those kind of vanilla based scents. And this, it doesn't last long for me, but it is definitely a medium strength and beautiful, like yummy, makes you want a sugar cookie with some cherry glaze. Anyway, a warm baked you know, sugar cookie. Yeah, I mean, that's what the room smells like, is a baked sugar cookie with cherry in it almost. So, let's see. I'm looking where I melted that one. Did we talk about all the frosted petals? Back to the frosted petals. I also melted that in an average size bedroom with 2 cubes and 2 warmers. And again there, it wasn't powdery. It wasn't heavy in my face, overwhelming, any of that. I enjoyed it. I did actually cut down the cubes that I would normally put in that room, which I tend to start with lower cubes and then increase if I need it. I didn't need to increase it, if that means anything for you. So yeah, maybe start out with a little less than you normally would with the frosted petals. Just depending on your home and your warmers and your nose and all that. Okay, back to maraschino sugar cookie. Sorry. So, maraschino sugar cookie. Melted it in the kitchen and laundry room. So the kitchen is like, it's a galley kitchen, and I have 2 warmers, one kind of at each end of that galley kitchen. It's also pretty difficult to scent. Just like that bathroom I have that's hard to scent, just because of how they're set up, where the warmers have to be, and how the, you know, air moves through there. But anyway, so in the kitchen, it was light, but I did notice it. It was short, and I mean, probably 6 hours at most is what I got from it there. And then I put it in this bedroom, which is an average size bedroom, and I did the 6 cubes worth, I think. What did I put there? Anyway, yeah, 6 cubes worth in here, 2 cubes, 3 different warmers, the Castle warmer back there, the Tinkerbell, and the same Villain's Cauldron thing. Anyway, so decent performing warmers, and loved it. Like day one. Oh, it was so yummy. I wanted some sugar cookies. I wanted the cold weather that we're not getting. Yeah, all of it. I wanted it to be fall. I wanted it to have some sugar cookies and, you know, some festivities with family get-togethers. It was, that's what it reminds me of, you know. So, I love this one. I love frosted petals. I love caramel sugar, or caramel chestnut. I already knew I loved Icicles and Evergreen. And I like this one. I'm just on the fence whether I love it or not. We'll see. So, what's my favorite? Y'all, this is really, really hard. And I didn't even do this when I unboxed these or hauled these. Just because of the sheer shock value of how much I liked it compared to the past experiences with chestnut scents, I think this might be my favorite. Not to say, like I said, that I'll dislike any of these. So putting these in order it's not an easy task. Okay, so I'm going to say chestnut first. Ooh, so many decisions. I think I'm going to go Icicles and Evergreen second, but that's just because it's such a good performer. And I already know how much I like it, love it, whatever. Then I'm going to go Frosted Petals. And then Maraschino Sugar Cookie. Don't hate me. Like I said, I love them all. I love them all. It's just, I have to pick an order. because I said so. So last would be the Winter's Eve, but I love them all. So there you go. Or I love the 4 of them for sure. You know what I mean. So there you go. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for that Saturday video of Melted Mixology. We are going to be talking about Huckleberry Hideaway. I was trying to think of which order the scent name is in. Huckleberry Hideaway. I just finished warming all 16 of the options that I had picked to mix with it. And now I'm going to have to dwindle those down so I can make Saturday's video. So, until then, I will see you. I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. And I'll see you Saturday. Thanks for stopping by.